Go.
Juan.
Hey guys. Hey guys, I'm
Juan.
and I'm
Craig.
and welcome to the first.
All right, Juan, here we go. Battle for the second seed. We just completed our first seed. If you want to see that, it's on a different video. But right now, we're going to focus on the second seed for the AOL division, which is anything before around 2001, 2002. We got a lot of big hitters in this, so let's go on with the first match. All right, Juan, first matchup, we have a big hitter, Marilyn Manson, Beautiful People, versus Styles P, Good Times, parentheses, I Get High. This is a slaughter for me. I think Marilyn Manson broke his ribs off and
Unalive.
Styles P here.
That was a rumor.
The rumors and nastiness about her?
We definitely don't want to put it out there again, but yeah, everybody that grew up in the playground heard that. That said, I just want to recognize that Styles P made a song about getting high, and he loved it, and I like how it goes like, in the black light, and it turns into the black light, and then you see his eyeballs light up, and very, very looks like someone that would be high would see. But that said, it is a very clear case of Marilyn Manson winning, not just for the rib thing, which is, again, just allegedly. The video is for one of his best songs, and it just is so fitting. And, I have a feeling it's going to make it pretty far in this division. So we'll talk a little bit about it more. But
yeah. Congrats, Marilyn Manson. Next battle in round one is Dream, He Loves You Not versus the B-52's Love Shack. Maybe our first instance of very, very girly pop.
Well, I have to say both of these songs are very different. We couldn't have put two songs in. Again, we didn't personally do it.
Yes, this is not something we did. This is This is how the seeds fall, if it will. How the seeds spill, if you will.
Absolutely. So it's kind of unfortunate because we're evaluating two different genres. I mean, it's happened before, obviously, but it's just two very different videos. And on the first one, we have like one of our first really big girl groups. I know like there was the Spice Girls, there was I don't know if 3LW came before, but I want to say on the Dream they came first. And then on the other end we have the B-52s that are all LGBTQ band members, except for one who she's an ally. And what's significant about this music video is RuPaul herself appears in this music video, so that's kind of special. It's like a little love shack where just a bunch of queer people can just enjoy, and I can just imagine how many glory holes there are and
in the love shack.
Yeah, so really interesting. I think because they are very different. See, there's RuPaul. I really like the B-52s and their song. I just wish that maybe if we would have had more songs around this era, it would have had more of a chance. I'm gonna give it to Dream just because it's a very unique video. It's one of those that not like people don't know Love Shack, but it kind of marks a point of an era in like the girly pop groups, and so I think just on that, I'm gonna give it to the Dream, but I really do love me some B-52s.
I unfortunately disagree. I think the B-52 song is so obnoxious. I don't like it. I think the music video is very good, but I think the song is just grating.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They're all LGBTQ. Just as a reminder. You saying obnoxious is like saying every LGBTQ person is obnoxious.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this song was everywhere. It was so annoying. I don't know. It's not for me. But the Dream song is very much for me. It's just so fun and bubbly. I'm excited for it to play against Marilyn Manson. All right. Well, so we're saying Dream's moving on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Congrats to Dream. Next round, Aaliyah, Try Again, and Sublime Bad Fish. It's another movie music video. We saw one in Seed 1. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But again, I mean, The first round, I love the first round because it's always so easy for me.
A few moments later.
This is a tough first round. For me, it's Aaliyah and Jet Li.
Well, they always say the first cut is the deepest, but that said, I don't know how easy it is because I have two songs that are very personal to me, like Try Again and then Bad Fish. As someone, yes, you might be very surprised that as a queer kid, I was really into Sublime growing up.
It is very bro-y.
I know.
I was very surprised when you...
But I do like the song a lot. It's actually my favorite Sublime song. But I also really liked Romeo Must Die, which is where this music video comes from. Actually, it stars Aaliyah and Jet Li. The chemistry is off the chain. It's perfect now, but will it change? And there was some kind of weird chemistry between them. And
really?
DMX, yeah, and DMX is in the movie, but he didn't really have much of an impact in that movie. Both so good. I think I like Sublime for the representation and just how close they are with Long Beach, but I'm not part of the Long Beach area or anything like that.
Sweet home!
Long Beach.
That's where it's at. Hell yeah! Is that where you're from? No.
But I just think it's so cool how representative they are of that. But I will give it to Aaliyah, Try Again. It's more a creative video, but Bad Fish is a great song.
Yeah, the song and music video are exactly, if you want to know what it's like to be in Orange County or maybe even some LA beaches, this is exactly what it is. You're gonna hear this song, you're gonna feel these vibes, it is Orange County, it is Long Beach. I mean, I could maybe even be in this music video, drunk and sing a Dalmatian as well. But I think it's just Aaliyah. It's bro-y.
Yeah.
I'm shocked you put this on here, for real.
2 pints of booze. Tell me, are you?
Next round is Garbage Special versus
Wait,
Black.
you're saying they're garbage? No, I'm just
Well, maybe their name is garbage, but I think this music video is far from it. And then Black Bring It All to Me featuring NSYNC.
It's actually just JC Chazé, but because he was still part of NSYNC at the time, they had to give all of NSYNC the credit for it. But yeah, I agree with you on the garbage thing. I think it was such a unique, fun video. And what's really cool about Garbage, they kind of did a little bit of what No Doubt was doing. When No Doubt realized that the ska music was kind of fading and they needed to jump onto another genre, Garbage did the same thing. They were really out during the grunge era of music, and they kind of switched up their genre, and I think they did it really effectively and made a really cool music video that's also a really sad song. I mean, Shirley Manson, the lead singer of Garbage, is such a phenomenal songwriter, and Special has a really special spot in my heart.
Yeah, it's a great music video. It even ages kind of decently okay. I don't know why, but it doesn't look like it was made in the late 90s, early 2000s. It looks okay. And maybe it's because of their artistic choices and the futuristic dogfight and stuff, but I really like it. I think it should move on.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the Black, Give It Up to Me, it's a good song, no doubt, but there were a lot of music videos. I mean, we just saw Dreams. It wasn't too much different, but there was still a little bit of I think the little stage kind of moved a little bit around, and I was hoping a little bit. And the other part where I'm going to dock them points is that we saw, if it was supposed to feature NSYNC or JC Chazé, they don't appear in the music video. And I mean, yeah. I'm not seeing Tyson Beckford here, so I just know it's going to be definitely Garbage Special for me.
Yeah, and fun fact, Tyson Beckford's actually flying one of the planes in this music video.
Yeah, he is.
Pretty impressive.
Which is why it clearly is the winner in this one.
Yep. All right, Juan.
But I'm going to defend.
This is a tough one. It's very, every once in a while in round one of even the NCAA bracket or tournament, you'll see whoa, why did these two get paired up? And it's like a really hard fought battle. This is very difficult. Spice Girls Wannabe versus Michelle Branch, All You Wanted.
So, I mean, I know right from wrong, and I know that it's wrong to not make Wannabe the the top choice.
Yeah.
But I do have to fight a little bit for my girl Michelle Branch, not to select her over the Spice Girls, but she represents part of that era of like alternative chicks that were kind of tired of the same pop girlies, like so it was like her, Avril Lavigne, and All You Wanted is such a good song. I love Michelle Branch so much. I hope she continues to do her thing. Her music is so good, her songwriting is amazing, and yeah, I really wanted to see her thrive a little bit more, but it's just, when compared to the Spice Girls Wannabe, and on top of it, one of their biggest songs and music videos, I mean, I can recognize a loss, but that All You Wanted will have a really soft spot in my heart, and also it was in my top 2023 songs, so clearly that song, yes, it was.
So funny.
It still speaks to me.
That is, yeah, I think it just got unfortunately matched up against just a powerhouse music video. The music video, actually, for it being just a band playing, is pretty good. There is some artistic choices. There is a lot of pausing. There's, like an episode of Click or something, or like a scene from Click. It's really nice. It's a good music video, but yeah, it's wannabe for sure.
We're sorry, Michelle Branch, but
congrats, Spice Girls. All right, one, Madonna music, no doubt new. I like one of these songs a lot, and the other is Fine.
Fine. We'll have to discuss that later, maybe off camera. But maybe this happens a lot in sports leagues. But hang on, I had to get a burp out.
She's not lonely.
So we have two very different songs. Like, it's just very clear. Madonna's music is a very well-known song for her, and then New is not, no doubt, the most popular song. So already right off the bat, it feels a little unfair.
Sure.
Especially because I feel like No Doubt in the Return of Saturn era really took a lot of risks, which paid off, by the way. The song feels very new even to this day, and her looks are very immaculate. But music, and especially in a day and era where it's very cool to, I guess, not like Madonna or say that she's old.
Yeah.
She's
even at the time of this music video.
Yeah, people have always said that, but she is a legend.
Yeah.
And this music video kind of just attests to her legacy. It worked really well. And then the fact that she throws out the bourgeoisie. I'm not a fan of her throwing Ali G. I was never that big on
Yeah, it's
Ali
something
G,
I didn't really notice until rewatching it today. I'm like, oh my god, is that Ali G? Why is he there? Kind of weird.
It's weird, but I think it was big at the time, the whole Ali G show.
Sure.
And I don't know. So that's the only part that I don't like about it, but I think it was really, really cool. It's one of the many eras of Madonna that people think.
For sure. It's a great era for Madonna. This No Doubt music video, I think the music video is a little bland. I think that, the costumes aren't great. Gwen Stefani looks great in it, but it's just kind of, it doesn't really do much for me. All right, Madonna, moving on. All right, moving on. We're nearing the end of the first round for this divisional round. We have Mariah Carey, Honey, and Enrique Iglesias, Escape. I think we can just move on. I think it's very clear that the winner is Mariah Carey. I don't even think we need to talk any further.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Well, I would be remiss if I did not mention how impactful Escape was. I think it's one of those bad songs that are so good because it's kind of stalkerish, and so that's why I'll knock down the points. But I also don't appreciate that Mariah features Diddy. I'm going to make sure to include here, we do not condone Diddy and some of the artists that appear on this list's actions. But yeah, the Mariah Carey one has a whole story.
There's a skit.
Some of her best songs.
There's actors. The song's amazing. Mariah Carey is looking great. Enrique Iglesias is on a CGI motorcycle, and Anna Kournikovas in there.
Which is still his wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he basically made sure she could not escape.
Okay.
And you might not think they have a lot of similarities, but Mariah's whistle note, and
No,
then
they're both
Enrique's Can't Escape My... So crazy how that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it to Honey. But I will knock a couple points for Diddy. And I'm hoping Mariah didn't see any of the nasty stuff that Diddy was doing.
Okay, well, congrats to Mariah Carey. All right, Juan. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Other Side. Celine Dion, That's the Way It Is. This is a tough first round. I don't remember the first round being this bad in seed 1.
And who knows, we might end up in tears after this because it is really, really rough. I think creatively the Red Hot Chili Peppers bring a lot to their music video, but I think to the point that Celine Dion is a legend, and this is actually one of her most iconic songs, because I think, you know, she comes from that era of you had to have a lot of talent to be actually labeled a diva. That's no shade to current and contemporary.
Hey, and bring
divas.
back divas, by the way. Whatever happened to that?
We need that back.
We need VH1
But
divas back.
Celine Dion managed to do here is she gave us contemporary and cool, and the music videos, like, how could you just not like it? And the only way that I could think that you don't like it is maybe you're age-phobic.
No.
And so, yes.
I will not be bullied. I am doing a difficult job as is. I don't need you to disparage me.
I didn't
what I'm
say
thinking.
anything.
I
Are you
love
telling on
Celine
your-
Dion. I cried
Okay.
when she sang at the Olympics. She did incredible.
So did
that
the
was
rest of the
amazing.
world,
It was a
right? That
miracle.
proves nothing.
It was a miracle. It was beautiful. It was amazing.
That just sounds.
This music video is bad. It's boring.
I'm gonna need some editing.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
It's a great video because she's used to doing big regal things, and then she did like a fun, casual video, and Celine having fun, and she's a queen of memes.
The work does dry up. You can
feel something inside me say, I really don't think it's strong enough.
could be in the
So
You gotta give it to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, it's so much more creative from a music video standpoint.
I really want to give it to Celine Dion.
Are you serious?
I could read your mind. And all the time when I see Celine Dion, I think of that like meme where she's like, it's like me after I eat a hot pocket right off the microwave.
That's why you're moving her on because of a meme?
Yes. Fine, I'll give it to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But
Thank you.
I feel like
I don't even want to fight for it. I thought this was just very clear. I understand Celine Dion's an icon. I understand that she's extreme, like a legendary status. But legendary status means you maybe need to step up your music video. Like,
Step your pussy up, honey. Get a job. Own a business, bitch. Suck a dick.
yeah, it's a great song, but
Celine Dion has done more than enough for the music industry,
not the music
including
video.
music videos.
But not the music video industry. And I think
No, this
Red Hot
music
Chili
video.
Peppers did.
I mean, she made this fun, and that's the way.
All right, next up, we have Beautiful People in our second round versus Dream. Depends on what you like on this one.
No, it's not. It depends. It's a very clear. You don't have to be even gothy to really see the amount of work and how well it pairs with the music video. I said it before, and that's how I disqualified Black featuring NSYNC, although we know it's JC Chazé. It's not that much different. The only thing that I remember is like the stage kind of tilts. So the Beautiful People, it's very clear.
I agree. It's the costumes are amazing. There's not even much to be said. The choreography even in Dream is not even that great, honestly.
I don't think they're costumes. I think at this point,
You think that's what they're actually wearing?
that's what Brian Hugh Warner looks like.
Okay. Yeah, you might be right there. All right, congrats
There's
to
that
Marilyn
condition
Manson.
where you have one color eye and then the other. Kate Bosworth has that. I think Marilyn Manson.
What is that?
has realized.
Heterochromia?
There you go, heterochromia.
Not homochromia. All right. Congrats, Congrats, Marilyn Manson. All right.
Yeah.
Round 2, Aaliyah versus Garbage.
Oh gosh. They're both so good. Neither are making my job or our job any easier. I think I like Aaliyah's outfits.
Yeah.
A lot in this music video.
Very iconic.
But
this is almost the Aaliyah most people think of. Is that with this top on specifically?
Most the Aaliyah that most recently people that dress as her for Halloween use. So I would say
that's what I mean.
Pretty iconic.
Yeah.
But she had a good list of iconic looks as well.
Sure.
This garbage music video, especially because I know it's a thought of my co-host here when bands make music videos just playing music as a video, and for garbage it's anything but that. It's a band, but they're making, you know, a story with a video, and it's cool.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying it because I'm a big Aaliyah fan. She was probably one of my favorite artists when I was a kid, but this music video is undeniably better by Garbage. I think it should move on.
I'm glad we agree on that.
Awesome. Here we go, Juan.
What is this?
We got Spice Girls Wannabe versus Madonna Music. I don't know what's happening in this top right bracket. These are some bangers. Where do we begin with this one, Juan?
You know what? There's a lot of bangers that have been eliminated, so we recognize that, but it has been very difficult. I don't even know where to begin because they're both really big, but I would say that the Wannabe music video has a lot of things that some of us were recreating when this video and song came out.
Okay.
I was Posh Spice, I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
And
I was a Sporty Spice guy. I don't know why. I'm definitely not now. But I felt like she was the red Power Ranger of them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was always drawn to be like gothy but stylish, and I feel like Victoria Beckham brings that. And then she ended up with David Beckham. So
yeah. So she did something right. But
she bent it like Beckham.
I think it's the Spice Girls.
I think so too.
I love this music video by Madonna though, and I love this era of Madonna. It's really fun, but it's just unfortunate that these two had to be matched up. I think it's this is too iconic for.
And I'd like to take the opportunity to say that this won't be Madonna's only era,
right?
Because she's one of those artists that expands across all time. I mean, again, she's iconic for a reason. But so is this Spice Girls Wannabe video. It really was. If you did not see this music video in the 90s, were you born in the 90s?
Right.
I'll put that question out there.
Yep. All right. Yeah. I think it's Spice Girls. Moving on. I'm so sorry, Madonna. All right. Mariah Carey, Honey. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Other Side. I think this also isn't close.
You don't think it's close?
No, I take it back. It's close. They're both very artistic music videos, but in different ways. One's like, you know, comedy, goofy, silly, and the other one's a little bit more sad girl, just sad boy kind of stuff.
I heard that. Well, not me. You know what? I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. I was just gonna say that I had a college friend that told me that Other Side was about taking it on the other side.
Oh,
and I'm like, where'd you get that song?
What?
Or that meaning?
Yeah, where in the lyrics of the song do you think that's from?
But going back to the actual subject matter at hand, yeah, one I would agree. One is campy, the other one's very artsy.
Yeah.
Two queens stand before
Yes.
me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say both of these artists, bands, appear multiple times. So I don't even feel that bad eliminating one over the other.
Right.
Because
they have representation elsewhere for sure.
Absolutely.
Do you want to say on the count of 3 which one you think it is? Because I think this one's very tough.
What if we say opposite?
We got to keep talking. We got to figure it out. Do you want to figure it out? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Mariah Carey.
Okay, we said the same thing.
What'd you say?
I don't want to call you honey, bitch. Is that better? Is bitch better?
Honey.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we said the same thing. Yeah, it's so tough. I really love this music video. I honestly think it's maybe Red Hot Chili Peppers' best music video, but
they have so many good ones too.
Yeah, they do. I love when a band cares about music videos, and a lot of rock bands I've noticed, like when we were doing through this and looking a bunch of music videos, they tend to not care. Like, it's usually just like a music video of them playing their instruments, or, you know, maybe like some artsy little thing. But this is telling a story. This has some cool arts in it. It has some really good practical effects. I think it's really cool. But Island Mariah Carey is gonna get me every time. Here we go. Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson and Garbage. One music video has very good, very good costumes. The other is maybe a better music video as a whole. I think both songs are good.
Well, this is Manson versus Manson because we have Marilyn Manson, whose real name is Brian Hugh Warner, and we have Shirley Manson, the lead singer of Garbage.
Oh, wow.
So they've collaborated actually in the past.
That's fun.
They just didn't release it.
Do you think they're related?
No, she's Scottish.
Oh, okay.
And he's American.
No
but
shit.
they're both very
weird,
important to my goth development years.
Yeah.
I know I don't look it these days, but I was super goth back in the day. And it was because of these two. I would say for sure it was these two. When I wasn't listening to Marilyn Manson, it was Garbage.
I think it's Marilyn Manson. The song's really good. I remember this being in maybe WWF, or a lot of Marilyn Manson songs were around this time. It's unfortunate that we have to lose Garbage right now. I think they had an excellent showing in the tournament for sure. Winning two rounds is pretty impressive.
I just want to highlight that both of these really hurt me inside. So after this, I'm gonna need some time to recover.
That's fine.
Because I know we said it earlier, but I think this has been the hardest one to pick.
Wow. All right, but you would say it's Marilyn Manson, right? Would you say it's Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, we'll give it to Marilyn Manson.
Okay.
I'm really sad to lose Garbage.
All right, congrats, Marilyn Manson. Moving on to the finals. Okay, another iconic battle: Spice Girls Wannabe versus Mariah Carey Honey. Depends what you like here. The choreography is really impressive. On the Spice Girls one, there's a lot of moving parts here. The camera's moving a lot. Really great camera work.
I thought you were talking about other moving parts.
Well, those too, especially Scary Spice's moves coming up here just now. A lot of things are moving, really enjoyable. I've stayed at this hotel, fun fact, and it stood on those stairs where all five of them are standing, and maybe for that is why I'm having a bias towards this music video. One, I don't want to make the choice. This one's hard for me. The last one was maybe hard for you. This one's really hard for me.
Well, both of them are very good, and they're
very deserving. Both are deserving.
Yes, absolutely. I also really liked this phase of Mariah Carey wearing this like spaghetti strapped black dress. She seems to have done it a lot in the 90s. And
doesn't she speak Spanish in this or something? I forget.
She does.
And Spanish or Italian, it's really bad.
This is very difficult because this is like choosing,
which of your favorite children?
No, because parents can easily pick those.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I'm gonna give it to the Spice Girls because I think they did create like this really important moment, and especially with this music video, I feel like Honey could stand alone. Not that Wannabe doesn't, but it. You think of the song Honey, and then you watch the video and you're like, it's really good. But I think with Wannabe, it's like everything. It's the song, it's the music video, it's the era that came up. And like I said earlier, some of us were trying to recreate the music video.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wasn't trying to recreate Honey's.
Spice Girls, congratulations. I'm so sorry, Mariah Carey. You deserve better. And I love you, and I love everything about you. And I can't wait till you thaw in a few months for Christmas. Before we begin, sorry, Juan, you did have something very interesting to say about the last Mariah Carey music video. I was just curious, but if you wanted to say what that was.
All I was saying is that you can tell Diddy was not on set because she has high heels and she did not slip. So
she didn't slip. She didn't slip once.
Oil.
There was no oils anywhere. Yeah,
That's
I didn't
a good
see.
thing.
Yeah, she didn't have any
Protect
problems.
our divas.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the final for the second seed in the AOL division. Marilyn Manson, Beautiful People, and Spice Girls, Wannabe. This is so difficult. Maybe
this
it's
is like
because
my two personalities.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like this is another. We had the same problem similar in seed 1, where it's like, you know, it depends on the mood. It depends on how you're feeling. It depends on what you're wearing, what you ate. Like, I can listen to both of these songs in specific times.
For me, it's not even specific times. It's like all I can think of a sci-fi, because I can't think of it right now, where they split the person and these are my two personalities captured in 2 music videos.
Yeah.
On any given day, I'm gothy.
Yeah.
But I'm also a pop princess.
Yep.
So it's take one of them out and you take half of me out.
It's so hard. I don't even know how we're gonna determine who's the winner here. I have my bias towards the Spice Girls music video,
and I have my bias toward Marilyn Manson because I'm looking at his full work now to evaluate, because both of these two are very good music videos.
Right.
So now I have to kind of stretch it a little bit more.
And
let me just say it feels very stretched after this.
Okay. Might need some of that stuff all over the floor from that Mariah Carey music video.
But it wasn't on the floor.
But it wasn't on the floor, so that's a problem. I wonder if this is like unfair to the artists who have multiple music videos in the tournament, but there is a music video in the tournament for Marilyn Manson that I think is better.
We'll have to see what that one.
And
keep on watching.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I forget which video it is, but I think it's better. So that, I don't know. I guess but that's not even really a good argument. Well, there's a better one, so this one should lose. That's kind of unfair. I think most
if an artist is just a good artist, and they don't miss with their videos. But I'm not saying that the Spice Girls aren't.
Yeah.
Or it's the incorrect decision, because they're both really good.
Yeah.
I wish we had this would be a good moment to have a live poll with you guys.
Yeah, we may need some sort of tie break or something.
But strictly on the videos, it's kind of hard to decide for me. But I'm happy to give it to the Spice Girls, because I do know that I know which Marilyn Manson video you're talking about.
But would you agree that one's better than this one?
No. I think
they're different, right? They're different.
Yeah, I think we'd have the same issue if it was pitted against the Spice Girls. And who knows? That's an interesting thing that could happen. That music video could go against the Spice Girls, and then we'll have that conversation.
It is the music video tournament, and I guess that's what I am gonna say. I think you're right. I think Marilyn Manson's has more hits than the Spice Girls for sure. Definitely more lasting power.
It's from the rib removal, allegedly.
Is it? Does he ever reference that in a music video? I wonder. I forget.
No.
So were you okay with the Spice Girls moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to be sad one way or the other.
Okay. Well, fortunately, you can take a break after this. You can, watch the music video a couple times, and hopefully that eases the pain. But I think Spice Girls should win. Congratulations to the Spice Girls. Moving on to the divisional round.
Also on International Women's Day week.
All right, the bracket is shaping up. TLC won the first seed, and we have Wannabe Spice Girls winning the second seed in the championship. That was a tough battle. That was a tough one. And
definitely. And it's only going to get more difficult the closer we get to the finals.
Yeah, we'll see how the next ones shape up and see who these Titans face in the future rounds. But congratulations to the Spice Girls.
Absolutely.